Jingo and welcome back to my channel. Today is a super exciting day because I am going to be showing you one of my favorite aces up my sleeve. I am going to share with you my favorite chicken tortilla soup recipe. You can make this on the stove top, but my secret weapon is doing it in the crock pot in the morning for those crazy fall evenings when your kids have sports and they've been at school all day and your husband has work and you're running around like a crazy person. You can get your meals together in 10 minutes in the morning and come home to a beautiful soup smell dinner on the table. It is just one of my favorites. And this one you can cut out all the prep work and it only takes 5 or 10 minutes, or you can do a little extra and take 15 minutes and you have the most flavorful soup and whatever. I'm gonna keep talking forever, but let's go ahead and get right into the recipe. So for this recipe, you'll need a bell pepper, onion, garlic, chicken breast, chicken stock, tomato paste, rotel, any kinds of beans you have in your cabinet. For this, I'm gonna use pinto black beans, kidney beans, and I am gonna use avocado oil. You could also use olive oil or skip it all together. And then I make my own little taco seasoning. You don't have to make your own, you can buy it, but I just put salt, pepper, chili powder, and cumin, and that is what I'm going to use to spice my meat. So we are just going to start by lightly coating a nonstick pan with avocado oil, and then we are going to throw in our diced bell pepper, onion, garlic, and just let that simmer. You can also salt and pepper these if you want. And this step is totally optional. You can just throw it in the crock pot if you don't have time to saute this in the morning. But I am just gonna let this go for a couple minutes, and while this is sauteing, I'm gonna put all my other ingredients in the crock pot. So now that we've got that started, we are gonna move over to the So we will just start by putting in some chicken breasts, and you can do this from frozen, so there is not as much planning ahead. So just plop them in there, and I spray mine with just a little bit of avocado oil, and then I season them with either taco seasoning or salt, pepper, and chili powder, and cumin. And I never measure this. I just kind of shake it on until it has a nice coating, because again, this is one of my quick meals, so we want everything to be as efficient as possible. Now we are just going to dump everything in. I roughly drain the beans, but it's not perfect. I just kind of dump the juice out, but I don't really like rinse them or anything because, again, quick meal. Just dump the beans in there. And then rotel, leave the juice in. And then 2 little spoons of tomato paste. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just add some depth. And then 4 cups or just a carton of chicken stock, or if you have like a big thing of it, you can just kind of eyeball it until it has liquid around. This is not an exact science, you guys. Okay, so now that all that's done, we'll just check over here on the vegetables, and as soon as they're ready, dump them in, and that is dinner. Okay, so while these are finishing, I will say that alternatively, like if you want to make this meal but you don't have 4 to 6 hours for it to cook in the crock pot, you can do this exact same thing that I'm doing, and while you're sauteing your vegetables, you can bake your chicken, because really the only thing that takes a while in the crock pot is for the flavors to blend and for the chicken to cook. So you can always just bake the chicken seasoned the same way that you seasoned it in the crock pot. Bake it for 30 to 45 minutes, and then pour all of the things that you poured in the crock pot in a stovetop pot and heat it all up while your chicken is cooking and your vegetables are sauteing, and then just throw it all in the pan and let it blend together for 30 minutes or so. And that is another way that you can cook this if you didn't have time to cook it in the crock pot in the morning. But this is the quickest way, so it's less hands-on time. And I leave the peppers and onions out all the time when I'm in a rush, because I would rather have a pretty good soup than to have something that I have to throw together last minute, and then if I have time when I come home, I'll just add these to it. So many ways to the same thing. Okay, so about 5 minutes and these are done. Just dump it right inside. Done. Once everything is in there, you're just gonna put it on low for 8 hours, but it will be ready in 6. And that's it. Dinner is ready. Okay, y'all, that is it. Like, you can see how quickly that meal comes together, and it is such a crowd pleaser. So if you enjoyed this recipe, please use your voice, like this video, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss another one, and let me know what you enjoy so that I can give you more of that. So your likes and your subscribes, that is how I know what you want more of, and I will gladly give it to you. So another exciting announcement is I am moving the channel to posting on Wednesdays and Fridays because it seems like that better fits my schedule. So I want to be more consistent, and Wednesdays and Fridays it is. And another really cool thing is this video is the start to a crock-pot meal series. I am going to do my best to keep it going for 8 weeks so that you have 8 full crock-pot recipes, so that you have a really easy menu to pull out and you can fill up your 7 days like that. And that is my secret to staying on track, because if I do not cook in the morning or meal prep, I throw stuff together and it's kind of healthy, but it's not like the best that we could be. So I think crock-pot meals are like the secret, because you don't have to thaw your meat, you don't have to do much thinking on the morning of, you just have to plan ahead. And the crock-pot meals force you to plan ahead. So like, for example, I'll pick like 8 random recipes sometimes, and then I'll write them down in my notes on my iPhone. I'll go grocery shopping and get everything I need for those 8 meals. And then 7 o'clock rolls around and I realize I forgot to lay out the meat in the morning, and okay, let's just swap this recipe with that recipe. And then in all the decision making, I end up just throwing some random shit together and eating whatever is the quickest. And we all know that fail to plan, plan to fail. So this crock-pot series is hopefully going to help me just as much as it helps you. So anyways, yeah, we're moving to Wednesdays and Fridays, and this is the beginning of a series of all crock-pot meals. So if you want to see more like this, please let me know. If you have any suggestions or maybe some favorite crock-pot meals that you would like me to maybe make some healthy swaps with, let me know. I'd be so happy to do that for you. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're still listening, you are a true fan, and I completely am thankful for you and enjoy your company, and I hope to see you back here next week. Thanks for joining us today. Bye.